first, we got the good characters who did something right. We got the decent characters who did something completely wrong. And now let's go on to the worst characters who did a very wrong thing at the very wrong time. And you could say about these characters who are really, really bad, they are not allowed to be forgiven. Big time. And there is a whole lot of crimes that they did commit. If you know what I mean. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobot197. This is my review for today. And today I have no review, ladies and dudes, but for today's list, ladies and dudes, I'm going to go ahead and do another top 5 list that nobody has never done before. And this top 5 list is one of the top 5 lists I really, really want to do for today. And I want to do it quick before I can do my errands for my family in this morning, if you know what I mean. So, here we go. For my latest top 5 list for today is my top 5 most worst movie characters who did a whole lot of wrong things at the wrong time. And you could say these awful characters who are so darn bad, they are not allowed to be forgiven for all the crimes that they did commit. And sadly, I only picked 5. Well, or 6, 8 of them, hard for me to say. Well, I had to put a couple of them in a tie. No, I'd rather take it back. I think it's 7. 7 people that we're not allowed to forgive. And 2 of them will fit in a tiebreaker. Okay, I gotta turn that baby around so we can head on to the list. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 5 worst movie characters who did a whole lot of wrong things at the wrong time. So, let's get this started. And yes, I got it on my piece of paper. I just like to write things down on a piece of paper so I can remember all the people that I want to put on my list, or all the characters that I know and hate. If you guys get the picture. So, here we go. Coming at number 5 goes to a Lady Eboshi from Princess Mononoke. And I'm so darn confused about the people. Why the heck are they a big fans of this character? We should all hate her for some unknown reason. She did a couple of crimes that she did commit. And also she abandoned her own people behind. The people that came from Irontown. They really need her the best. And since they have a war on their own to fight some of those samurais. Yeah, that's one of the crimes that she did commit, is she never gone back to Irontown and help out her people to fight their own war against the samurais. But all that she did is waste too much time on this stupid mission with these dumb A-word monks who wants to go after that poor giant deer who has lots of horns in its head, and it's going after the head. Boy, she is such a stupid character. She needs to know what's best, for her own life. Just go back to the people who really loves you and adores you, and just stay away from the forest. The forest is way too dangerous for ya, if you know what I mean. So Lady Eboshi deserves to be at number 5. Coming at number 4 has to go on a tie between these two male characters. And the male characters that we all know and hate from a very tragic forbidden love story films. One is Cal from Titanic, and the other is the Duke from Moulin Rouge. And I can't tell which one of these two dudes I want to put on the list, so I decided to put it in a tie. Since both of them did some crimes that they did commit and something that they did completely wrong. Like Cal from Titanic, I think he arrested Jack Dawson in a very, very bad timing because everybody from Titanic, well, who was inside that ship anyway, they did not know that Titanic is about to sink. Well, and since it got hit by an iceberg, and it was very wrong of him to break up Jack and Rose's relationship because Jack did a crime that he never committed, is stealing that diamond. It was all set up in a trap. Yeah, if you remember that scene from Titanic, you'll know what I'm talking about. We will never ever forgive Cal for the crime that he did commit. And the other from the Duke from Moulin Rouge, he did a crime that he committed, is messing up Christian's storyline for Spectacular Spectacular. You know, at the main end, that the Corazon needs to be with the penniless sitar player, but the Duke wants to change the ending that the Corazon needs to be with the Maharaja. And he was so stupid for doing that, and we hate him for it. And also he did another crime that he did commit, is he almost raped Satine in that Gothic tower. And how the heck are we going to forgive him for that? And he never told Howell Ziller about it. He is all in the hush-hush. Yeah. I can't tell which one of these two idiots that will fit well for the number 4 spot, so they deserve to be in a tie for number 4. Coming at number 3 goes to Charlie Barkin from All Dogs Go to Heaven. I don't know why everybody likes this character. I'm just confused. We should all hate him for all the crimes that he committed and for all the things that he did completely wrong. Like using that poor little girl named Anne Marie as a puppet and try to get all the money that he needs so he could use his stupid casino, you know, to be rich and spoiled and getting drunk and all that stuff. And he did hurt poor Anne Marie's feelings for not caring about her at all. Man, he was one selfish, cold-hearted dog. I guess he had no heart at all. Well, the only thing he did decent is he did care about those puppies and that really cute doggy who was trying to take care of these poor orphan puppies. That was pretty much it. That was the only thing I like about Charlie. But all the things that he did for this movie is really, really bad. And yeah, he does. What else I could say about Charlie? Well, I just wish that Don Bluth should develop this character just a little bit more and try to make him as a very, very likable character. If you know what I mean. You know, just be a likable guy and just care about someone you love and not do all these selfish crimes that he did commit. Well, if you guys get the picture. So that dog, he deserves to be at number 3. Coming at number 2 goes to Lenore and Stuart St. John from Taken, the first one. Yeah, we all hate those two characters to death, and we will never forgive them for what they done to poor Brian and Kim. they just torn those two people apart and just make them separated for the rest of their lives. And we'll never forgive what Lenore St. John had done to Brian, calling him pathetic and forcing him to sign that stupid piece of paper so their daughter could go to Paris, but without noticing that danger is coming. And yeah, there was one point that Lenore St. John doesn't care about Kim's safety at all. All she cares about is, she wants her daughter to go to a place that she never went to and just have a good time by heading on to that YouTube European tour thing. She never cared about her safety at all. Except for Brian Mills. Brian Mills is the only person who does care about Kim's safety. And he doesn't want her to get hurt while there's danger ahead in Paris, France. Yeah, there's so many things that we will never forgive Lenore for. And also for Stuart St. John as well. All he ever cared about is living in that dumb A-word mansion and getting along with lots and lots of money. And that's what they did to poor Kim. I think they just decided to give her money and just do whatever she wants with it. That was so stupid of them. I think it would have been better if Brian Mills should have took care of Kim way better than those two. I think Lenore and Stuart St. John are very, very bad parents to Kim. Big time. As for Brian Mills, I think Brian Mills wants to take care of her more. And since he's being a good parent to her. I wish I could say about those two awful people, but they deserve to be at number 2. Oh yeah, and speaking of Lenore, I just wish that she should have changed back to Lenny way, way sooner before we can head on to Taken 2. Maybe that way the development of the character would have done better for the first Taken movie, if you know what I mean. And finally, the number 1 most biggest character that we should all hate the most, and we will never forgive him for all the bad stuff that he had done, that came from one of the worst Liam Neeson films of all time. You know which one I'm talking about, right, ladies and dudes? So anyway, for the number 1 most biggest character that we all hate the most, who did a lot of bad things that he did commit, and sadly he never will, goes to Michael from Third Person. I mean, this character is so darn horrible. He's one of the worst characters I have ever seen from the old great and mighty Liam Neeson. I wish he never made that stupid deal with Paul Haggis to be a part of this film and playing with this dumb A-word character who's a cowardly novelist. He ran away from home. He never solved his problems at home, about the death of his son, and he left his wife for no reason, and all he ever cared about is wasting his time in Paris, France to be with this dumb A-word whore named Anna. And there's a whole lot of oh heck no moments that he did with her. If you did see Third Person, you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's all I could say about the number 1 spot. Goes to Michael from Third Person. He did a whole lot of bad stuff and a whole lot of oh heck no moments to be found for one of the worst Liam Neeson films of all time, period. Whew. And that is it, ladies and dudes. That is my top 5 most worst movie characters of all time who did a whole lot of bad stuff and doing all these wrong things at the wrong time. And we will never ever forgive them for all the bad stuff they did in so many films here and there. If you know what I mean. And that is it for now. And also, ladies and dudes, I gotta go ahead and do my quick shout out quickly for my best friend, Diamond Tube. I hope I got his name right. Diamond Tube. He is one of the best YouTubers I've ever known, and he knows how to make good short videos for only a few seconds, like 30 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever. So that's my quick shout out for a good YouTuber that I really do care about. And that is it for now. And I'll be back for more top 5 videos to come. And I promise to all of you that I will do my top 10 list coming really soon in the main future whenever I can get there. And that is it for now. I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.